All right, guys, so in this video, I'm going to be continuing what I was working on in a previous video about decking. And so in the last video that I posted on my YouTube channel, I posted about the decking funnel and the full build out of the landing page and thank you page and stuff like that in the CRM that I provide a free trial for in the description of that video and also down below in this video. But in this video, I'm going to be focusing on actually writing out the sales copy, coming out with the ideas for what I think is going to attract homeowners to become leads, and then ultimately building out the entire Facebook advertising campaign from scratch. And so you're going to get to see all of that in this video. You're going to get to see me create the images, the image variations, write the ad copy, come up with the headlines, all the variations, and then build the whole Facebook ad campaign and set it to launch. So let's just jump right into it. What I have open here, excuse me, is an email from the owner and the owner's son, just explaining a bit about their decks. Now, I'm also going to be doing a siding campaign for them, but I'm going to start with this decking campaign. And so he just gave me some information about the company. I also did an onboarding call with them where he shared some info about things. And so now in this video, I'm going to, you're going to just get to watch me go through my whole thought process of how I come up with ideas and launch campaigns in order to get leads. And so you're going to get to watch me do all of that. So I opened up these 3 links here. This is just about some of the decking materials. And I might use some things from their websites that stick out in order to talk about the materials, or I might not, and I may use images from this site or something like that for the ads. So we'll just see how it goes as I go. Now, there may be times when I am just doing work and, I'm not even talking. And, the reason I'm going to be doing that is because sometimes I need to just think very deeply and clearly to myself. I need to talk to myself in my head, and I can't just verbalize what I'm doing the whole time. It takes me out of my groove and my flow. So, but I'm going to record my screen anyway, so you can watch what I'm doing, and hopefully, and then maybe I'll stop and explain what I just did in more detail and what my thought process was. So I'm just going to start working, and I'm going to let this video run so that you can watch me work. Okay, so here we go. Guys, this is a website I use called Capitalize My Title, and I put it on Chicago title case, and I just paste in whatever I want capitalized properly for title text. So this, doesn't capitalize the letters, the first letters of the words that shouldn't be capitalized, but capitalizes the other ones, and so it does it perfectly for you. Kind of cool. And I use that because I think it makes the headlines look more professional. And all of that. Now, if a headline doesn't fit on Facebook, like for mobile view, like if it's too much and it cuts it off, sometimes taking away the capital letters will condense it enough that it actually fits. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So this is the sales copy I came up with for the first round of ads that we're going to be running for this decking company. And it says, want to know a dirty little secret about decking? 99 times out of 100, you're paying the commission of a salesperson, which is why with us, you get a new deck installation for thousands less because we cut out the middleman, the salesperson. Instead, you deal directly with the owners. My name is Neil Snyder, and my son Nick and I own Exterior Experts. When you need a new deck, you talk directly to us, and therefore you save. Plus, since we are the owners, we know more about our products and services than a salesperson ever could. So not only do you save money, but you get the hands-on help you need to choose the perfect materials for your project based on the look and feel you want, your budget, etc. Click here now and get a free fast quote for a new gorgeous deck for the best value in all of Maryland. And then I'm going to paste the link in there. So that was a pretty quick, for me to come up with this sales copy and these headlines. And you'll notice that I'm not stressing out about this. Now, I do think I'm pretty good at writing things well the first time. And not everyone is at that level yet where things can be written well like this, with one pass. But I do want you to take note that I'm not stressing about it, and neither should you. Launch before you think it's perfect. It's never going to be perfect. There are probably things I can do to this to make it better. But I'm going to launch with this because this is a really good test at the outset, and it may just work perfectly from the get-go. So this is going to be the scaffolding. This is the bones of the ad. It's the headline and the primary text. I'll come up with a description when I'm building the ads out based on how I think it looks and feels when I'm building it. So let's jump over to Canva, and I'm going to create a design from a custom size, and I want it to be 1080 by 1920 because that's the size of a cell phone screen. And when you do things this size, it's good because it really it fits both the feeds that we're going to place them on, so the Instagram and Facebook feeds, but also the stories. So you'll notice there's nothing in like landscape mode because really there isn't much that has that placement, and we don't choose that placement anyway. So let's figure this out here. Okay, so now I need some images. So they have a website. Oops. They have a website. And here it is. And I'm going to go to their gallery, and I'm going to find some pictures, but I'm also going to grab some pictures from some of the material websites that they use. So I like this picture. I think it's bright and inviting. So I'm going to save that image to my downloads folder. I like this. It's really cool. I love this railing. Save that. This looks like it's from the same project, so I'll save this because I'm going to maybe make an image with more than one photo in it. This looks like it's from the same project. I like that. Let's see this. So there's this. I'll save this. And this, because this looks like it's from the same project. Let me see if I can find a third picture. This one here. You'll see what I'm going to do with these. I love this. Save that. And this. And then it looks like this is from the same project as well. Okay, so let's get some of these started. I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to go down to Grids. Now, here's a little trick that I learned, and that is when you create a grid like this, and you could put multiple pictures in there. Let me just open up my Downloads folder here, and I'm going to drag this in here. So let's make a one image here that contains 3 images. So watch this. I'm going to drag this in here. I'm going to drag this in here. Let's see what part of it I want. Looks good. And then I'll drag, which is this other one right here. Okay. So now on Facebook and Instagram, when you see a picture like this, it ends up looking like something someone could click to get a closer look at only one of the pictures. And what it ends up doing is it causes people to click on it more than they would if it was just a single picture. And so the result of that is it gets more engagement, it gets more clicks, which in turn causes Facebook to distribute it for less money, so it lowers your CPMs. So we're going to try this out. Let me just... Okay. So I'm going to try one of these without any writing on it. And I'm going to also make an image variation with writing on it. So I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to do a shape. I'm going to put this here. Get it right in the middle there. It shows a color for the background that it found in these photos. You'll see that if I, photo colors, it's kind of pooling colors, which is really cool. I like this. Let's see what color looks best. I like this rich black color. It's not quite totally black, but it's close to black. And then we can start typing. So we can say, I'm going to do all caps, and I'm going to do impact. I like this font. And I'm going to change the font color to white. And I'm going to increase the size. You can see the cursor growing as I do that. And I'm going to say deck installation for the best value in Maryland. So that doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to just go to 2 lines. And then to make it look really nice, I'm going to take the line spacing and bring it closer together. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger now that we have more space. I'm going to make this a little taller so it fits nicely. Let's see if I can get it to... So it's funny how when you put the alignment here, it actually looks more centered than when it says it's centered because of the natural amount of space it puts at the top and bottom. It's tough to get it perfect. See, now it's a little bit more toward the top. I know this is such a small detail, but those kinds of things really just kind of bother me a little bit. I like to try to get it right, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to. So I think this is good enough. And let me just play with the borders a little bit, because it might look nice. Oops. We don't want that. We don't want to do that. Border color. Does a white border look good? I don't know. Now it looks really off. Let me see why. Oh, it's because I did this by accident. There we go. All right, deck installation. Now, in order to make this pop more, I'm going to change the color of the words deck installation so that people know what it's for. Deck installation for the best value in Maryland. So this is the image variation of this. And so now I'm going to make a couple other images. So here we go. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to move it down because this is going to be the new non-writing image. And I'm going to start creating an image from that. So I'll do these 3. So boom, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So that'll be that. And then what I'll do is I'll actually just duplicate this again, and then I can scroll right back up here, copy this element here. And if I click on this image, paste it in, it'll paste it into the exact same spot that it's pasted into on this image. And so now I've made an image variation of this the same way. Okay? So we have that. I'm also going to add a page, and I'm going to create an image just from a single image, just to test out a single image as well. So this is already 5 image options, okay? I might just stop here and make this what we launch with. So a grid of 3 with nothing written on it, the same grid of 3 with writing, you know, good headline. A grid of 3 with nothing on it, the same grid of 3 with the headline on it, and then just a single image. Now, should I do the single image with writing on it? Let's do it. Okay. So here are 6 images. Simple. Let's open up the Ads Manager. Okay. Brand new, fresh Ads Manager. Love it. Let's create. So actually, let's go back here. Let's download these. I'm downloading them as PNGs. It's downloading. All right. And let's unzip that file. So now we have the photos ready. Let's also open up their landing page. Let's open up their landing page like this. Okay. So we have the link, and we'll paste that link right here where we need to. Boom. And now we're ready to start building. We have everything we need. We have the pictures, we have the sales copy. Let's begin. So we're going to create an ad here. It's a leads campaign. Actually, I don't think I created the custom conversions yet, so let's do that. Let's go to their business manager, like this. Let's go to data sources, and then, so Pixels, in some places it's moved over to data sets. And in this one, it looks like it's in both. So we're going to add a pixel. Wait a minute. Is there really no pixel? Let's see. I guess there isn't a pixel yet. Is there a pixel on this website? No. Okay. I thought I had created one, but I guess I didn't. All right, so Exterior Experts pixel, create that. We're going to add everyone to this. And we're going to associate it with the ad account. You'll see, I have a whole onboarding video where you can see me set up the business manager properly. Why didn't I do that on the onboarding video with this client? It was just one of those onboarding calls that was a little bit out of the box. It's a decking client, not a roofing client. So it was a little bit, we ended up talking a lot about strategy at the time. So I just, I had made a mental note that, to do this on my own when, once I had full access to their business manager and I was building out the account. So here we are doing it live on this video. So I created the pixel. While I'm kind of thinking about it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up the events manager here so that I can click continue pixel setup. And I want to install the MetaPixel. And I want to install it manually to their landing page. So I'm going to click copy code and then click continue, turn on automatic advanced matching, continue, and then click go to pixel overview. So that's copied to my clipboard. Now I can go to the landing page, go to settings, paste in the tracking pixel code to the head tracking code area, and then click save. And now it'll have the pixel will be on all of the pages of this funnel, as you can see right here. Okay. So that's good that we've completed that. So now I'm going to create custom conversions, and the thank you page here it says special thanks in the slug. So I'm going to create a custom conversion that is triggered. I'm going to call it Mignona lead because that's the conversion it is. It's for the right pixel, and it's for all URL traffic, but the rules are the slug, or part of the URL at least, has to contain special dash thanks, and then click enter. Okay, so as you can see, special dash thanks exists in on this page, on the thank you page, but not on any of the other pages in their funnel. So it will only be triggered if someone fills out the survey and lands on this page. And so that's why we create the custom conversion like that. When they ask for a custom conversion value, I don't know why, but I've just always put $50 in here. It might just be superstition at this point. I don't actually think it matters, but I just put it in there just because. And I click create. Okay. So that's that lead. Now it says it's inactive, meaning no traffic has gone there yet. So let's make it active by sending some traffic to that page by opening up that page again. I'm going to just reload it. I'm going to load the page a couple times just to make sure it triggers. And then if I reload this, it should say active because it means traffic has gone there. And now it's active. Okay. So now we're going to go back to their ad account, ads manager, and we'll click create, and we're going to create a lead campaign. Click continue, and before we click continue, we're actually going to scroll down and click this and give it a name. We're going to call this conversions because that's the custom conversion is what we're looking for. Decking leads, that's the kind of campaign it is. And then the date we're doing this, so 2023-09-12. And the ad set is service area. It's going to be the service area. And the ad, we'll just give this a number 1 just to have a placeholder for it. And we'll click continue. And now let's just set up this. We're going to do campaign Advantage campaign budget. We're going to change it to $50 because that's the amount of money they want to start with. And that's good to go. Click next. We don't want instant forms. We want a website. We want to maximize the number of conversions. The pixel is Exterior Experts pixel, and the custom conversion event, or the conversion event, is going to be Mignona lead. Now, it doesn't show that in here as an option, so let's figure out why. If I click setup conversions, okay, so let's figure out why that is. Let's go back to business settings. Let's go to data sources, custom conversions. So here it is. And the reason is because it has not been connected to an asset yet. So what that means is it needs to be applied to a particular asset in order to for the system to know that it exists. So I need to, I selected the custom conversion that I created. I need to click add assets, and then I need to associate it with the ad account. So it's basically saying, I want this custom conversion to be used for Exterior Experts ad account. And that's good because it also keeps it from being used with other ad accounts that it shouldn't be used with. So now we click done. And now if we go back to the ad account, you'll see that there's a draft. so this is at the campaign level. Now we're in the ad set level. So we click edit, we go back to where we were before, and now the custom conversion event is available. So you can click Mignona lead or whatever you named it, and that custom conversion event is now available. So now we need to choose the area that the location that we want to target. He wants to start with a 20-mile radius around the zip code 21209. So I'm going to type that in here and find it on a map in the right area. And so if I zoom out, you'll see it's in the Baltimore, Maryland area. And then what I'll do in order to get that 20-mile radius is I'll then take a pin and drop it as close as I can to that point, and that'll replace that point. Actually, it didn't replace it, it kept it in there, so I'll delete the zip code now. And then there's a point, on a longitude, latitude spot right where the 21209 pin was, and I'll just change this to 20 miles and press enter. And so there's a 20-mile radius. Okay, so that's it. So then I'll change the age from 18, I'll change it to 30 plus. Okay, I could even go 35 plus, but I'll just do 30. I think that's fine. And we'll leave it at all languages at first. And this is a really nice size, sample size. And guys, this is all the targeting I'm gonna do, okay? I mean, super broad, but that's the name of the game here. I mean, for local ads, for a service like this, you want to go super broad, just change the age, and that's it. And then I will change the placements to, I'll edit this. Brand safety, block lists. You don't have any block lists, create a block list. Interesting. I've never really looked through these things before, but I don't use them right now, so it's not going to be something I'll focus on in this video. But I'm going to go to Advantage Plus Placements, and I'm going to click Edit, and I'm going to click Manual, and I'm going to choose the manual placements that I talk about in other videos. And so Facebook feed, Instagram Stories, Facebook Stories. I'm going to uncheck Messenger, and I'm going to make sure that I only have 4 of 19 placements chosen. And that does it for the ad set level. And I'll go to the ad level now. Select an Instagram account, make sure that's selected. If there isn't an Instagram account, you can always just have the Facebook page show up on Instagram. There's an option for that. As soon as you connect the Instagram account, it doesn't allow you to do that anymore. So if they have an Instagram account selected here, that's great. I'm going to leave that checked. And now I'm not going to add any images yet. I'm just going to add the primary text. So here's the primary text. Paste that in there. And then here's the thing. We have 3 headlines, and we also have all those images. So if I did 1 headline per ad, per image, then we would have way too many ad variations here. So what I'm going to do is I want to test out the images first. Because you'll remember the images have deck installation for the best value in Maryland as, written on, as a headline. So I'm not going to test out this headline first or this one. I'm going to test out this one. Because essentially what this means is we are going to have, this will be the headline for all the ads. But on some of the ads, you'll see essentially this headline because it's burned into it. Deck installation for the best value in Maryland. And we'll really get a sense of what's working best. So I'm going to paste this 1 headline in here. I'm not going to add a headline option. Some people might put all 3 in there and have Facebook figure out which one works best. I don't love doing that because I get the sense, like when I've done that in the past, that they cycle through them in a way that doesn't really allow any of them to get enough traction. And then sometimes, you know, they'll swap in one that's not working as well, thinking that the other one got stale or something. And so there's more control if you just do one. And then let's write a description. Best decking in Maryland, hands down. Simple. Okay. And then we're going to add the link. So I'll just copy the link and paste it into the website URL. I'll make sure that none is selected here. I don't want there to be a button here, like on the landing page, for them to call. So I'll just punch in the URL here and click, make sure none. And you'll notice there's no image in here yet. And I did that on purpose because what I'm going to do is I'm going to then duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it 5 times because we need 6 total ad options, ad variations. And we already have one. So I'm going to duplicate this 5 times. Click duplicate. And now we've got the other ones. And now I'm just going to go down the line. I'm going to make this one number 2. I'm going to make this one number 3. I'm going to make this one number 4. I'm going to make this one number 5. I'm going to make this one. So I'm just triple clicking here, putting the number 6, and then pressing return on my computer, and that like locks it in. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I go back to number 1, and now I can click add media, add image, upload. And now I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm going to upload all 6 images. And you'll see the images are numbered 1 through 6. So it's adding them. Someone at my front door. It's a delivery. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Someone was at my front door. It was a delivery. It's Rosh Hashanah, starting this Friday after sundown for us Jewish people. And my family sends a holiday gift basket of sorts with a challah in it and other good treats. So that was someone delivering that, and I wanted to go say hi. So anyway, I'm back, and so you'll see all 6 images have, I just ran up and down the stairs really fast, have uploaded. They're numbered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose number 1 because we're going to go 1 with 1, 2 with 2, and so on. Click next. And then here's where they're going to recommend certain layouts, right? And you'll see that, you know, sometimes the layouts aren't perfect, right? So they recommend a 1x1, a square. And so you're going to have to kind of just orient it so you can see as much of what you want to see as possible. And then for this one, it's going to fit perfectly, and we'll click next. And then we're going to say allow enhancements, click done. And there's our first image. And that's what it looks like, okay? And then number 2, add media, add image. Choose number 2, click next. Now with this one, we're going to want this to be in view, and we'll want it right in the center. So there's that. And click next, and then allow enhancements. Choose number 3, add image. Look for number 3, add that. Organize it or orient it however you can. So you'll see this one really doesn't fit well. So I'm just going to click original. And it says this ad will not show up on certain placements you've selected or may be automatically cropped. To avoid this, crop or replace the image. So I'm going to just let this thing roll the way it is. Now, if I click crop, it's forcing me to crop it as a 1x1. So it's still not ideal. So I'm going to just leave it like this and let them do their thing. If this doesn't end up performing as well, maybe that's one of the reasons, and the other images will perform better. But we're going to leave this one how it is here because it's perfect, and click next. And then we'll click next or done. And then we'll choose number 4. We'll click add media. Choose number 4. Click next. Now with this one again, we have the headline, so we're just going to center it this time, give that a shot, not stress about it, click done, choose number 5, add image, choose number 5. This is the one with, nothing written on it, one single picture. We're going to do whatever they recommend. Okay, click next, click done. And then number 6, add the image, 6, next, do what they recommend. I think that looks nice. Next, done. And that is the ads, guys. That's it, okay? Let's look at it really quickly, just to see how it looks. So you'll notice that on a mobile, it says save thousands on decking with owner, and then it just cuts off. So this headline doesn't fit with the Learn More button. I wonder if it would fit with a different button that's shorter. It does. So it fits with Get Quote. So we're going to change that on all of them. We can select all of these by holding down the Shift button, just like you would select all icons in a list on your computer or something like that. And then we can change this from Learn More to Get Quote. And that will make the headline fit on mobile, because we really care about Facebook feeds the most. That's where 90% of the leads are going to come from. And this is what the ads look like. Okay. And we're going to let this roll. So let's check out the landing page. Let's just make sure it works. Single family home. It's for a major repair within 30 days. What's your zip code? What's your 44 Pikesville test? MD. Let's do, there we go, and submit. By clicking submit, you agree to receive email, text, and or voice updates. Carrier fees may apply. Submit. Okay, no thanks. And looks like we're on the thank you page. Good to go. Okay, so we're ready to send to our client everything to approve. And in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take screenshots of what the ads look like, send them over to them, and we'll be good to go. So guys, this is the Facebook build for the campaign. Super simple, super clean, super fast, super efficient. And this is how you get stuff done. We're going to launch this. We're going to see how it goes. I think it's going to go really well. If it doesn't, I'll figure out what needs to be done to get it working. Maybe the offers need to be more aggressive. But I think this is going to work really well. And I'll report back to let you know how it did work. Okay. So subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Like and comment. Click the bell thing so you get alerted of new videos. Subscribe to my newsletter. Look below in the description. Get on my newsletter, because if you're an SMMA owner and you want to learn how to do what I'm doing and make an incredible life for yourself doing this sort of stuff for businesses, I'm going to be teaching this just like I'm teaching it right now. Be teaching 1,000 other things: roofing funnels, roofing ads, interior remodeling, bathroom and kitchen, fence campaigns, masonry and concrete, power washing, you name it. I do it. I have success with all of those types of clients all over the country. So stay tuned for that. Also, I'll let you know, I got a comment recently about, asking if my roofing ads work in Australia. I'm actually going to be building out a campaign for a client in Australia coming up really shortly. So stay tuned for that as well. You'll get to see that. And that's it, guys. I hope you loved this video. I hope it's super valuable to you. Go get yourself a decking client, build out a campaign like this, and then let me know how it goes. I bet they're going to be really, really happy with the work you do for them. And also remember, if you want the funnel for this ad campaign, a one-click install into your, with a working CRM and everything, just go back. Well, you can look below in the description of this video to get a free 14-day trial for that entire funnel. and this whole CRM that it's built on, and a one-click install, everything built, that whole landing page and everything that I showed you already built. You just have to fill in the right information, and I teach you how to do that in the funnel video that I'll link to below as well. But go do that, because that's the other piece of this puzzle. So I hope you love this. Have a great day. See you later, guys.